I want to take a few moments to talk today about the word and the actual object of a laser. Now, we use that word as if it were the real name for this thing, but it's really an acronym. An acronym meaning that you take the first letter of each major word and put them together to get a new word. So LASER actually stands for Light Amplification by Stimulated Emission of Radiation. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, laser. Lasers have many different functions. In the medical field, they're often used in surgery, and I want to go over some of those uses right now and talk about three different types of lasers. So we've got light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. The laser machine produces intensely hot and precisely focused beams of light to target tissue, to alter the structure or the nature of the tissue, or in some cases like with cancer, to destroy it. Now, there are three basic and most widely used types of lasers in surgical environments, and the first one that we're going to talk about is the CO2, the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide laser. This particular laser is very strong. It converts light into heat for the purpose of cutting tissue and coagulating blood. The next one we want to talk about is the argon laser. This one is much more mild than the carbon dioxide laser. It's much less destructive, and it's used for more superficial depth penetration in surgery. So commonly used for treatment of skin lesions and other skin disorders because it lacks the depth in terms of its penetration. So argon lasers. And then finally, neodymium lasers, or neodymium lasers. And this actually is the strongest and the greatest depth of penetration for lasers. This laser effectively stops bleeding at much greater depth. So neodymium, argon, and carbon dioxide laser, once again, the acronym for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. I mean, if you had to say that every time, it would get ridiculous. Lasers are a great acronym as long as we know what we're talking about. They have good uses in surgical areas to cut or alter tissue, to destroy it, to cut, and also to stop bleeding, to cauterize and coagulate blood. This one, the argon, being the weakest, necessary for skin treatment so that it doesn't penetrate as deep. Anyway, if you'd like to learn more about lasers in surgery use and about these particular types of lasers in use in surgical environments,